Let's geek out for just women's cycle and just understanding everything about it. Let's talk about it. One of my favorite things is talking about topics that seem a little taboo, a little bit awkward, like poop, sex, you name it. I am all game for all conversations, and I am very excited to show you a little bit more on the menstrual cycle and what happens in this roller coaster of a month. We are women, and we are literally going through a roller coaster. Oh, good old roller coaster. You know, sometimes that's like we say it in a negative way, but I'm gonna miss it. You know, when that menopause hits and I don't have my monthly report card from my cycle, I am actually going to be a little sad. So let me go over it. I'm gonna pop open this beautiful graphic next to me so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, because visually it's a lot better. So in that follicular phase, in day 1 and 2 ovulation, your little follicle, is that right? Follicle. Your little follicle is getting ready for ovulation, and that's the Super Bowl. Your ovulation is the Super Bowl of this whole month. It's not your bleed, it's ovulating. Even if you don't want a baby, the whole goal of a cycle is to pop out an egg every month and be ready for reproduction, okay? So in that follicular phase, you are going to have FSH, which is a brain hormone. You're gonna have that increase really high, and that's just telling you to get that follicle ready. Like, ovulation is going to be occurring in the next couple of weeks. Let's get it mature. And so estrogen starts peaking in that first half. That is the rock star. You're feeling good, you're feeling extroverted, you're feeling spontaneous, like estrogen makes us feel strong. And then when that estrogen peaks, it sends another signal to the brain called LH, luteinizing hormone, and that LH triggers ovulation. And that's why when you're taking ovulation test strips, you are testing LH surge. And so when you get that positive ovulation test stick, that means you're ovulating very soon, within the next couple of days. So ovulation happens. Then when that egg leaves, whether it's implanted or not implanted, leaves, and that leftover tissue, the corpus luteum, makes your progesterone. And that's why you need to ovulate to make progesterone. If you're not ovulating, or if you're in your follicular phase naturally and you haven't ovulated yet, progesterone is going to be low. That is normal. So progesterone's the rock star in the second half. Estrogen takes a dip, it bumps back up a little bit, but progesterone's still the rock star. And the whole goal of progesterone is to be that little cushion. It's to feed into that uterine lining, saying, I'm gonna make this fluffy little pillow so we can like implant a baby in there and sustain it. And then of course, if you aren't pregnant, you will just shed that uterine lining. Both hormones, estrogen and progesterone, go deep down, and that both low hormones will trigger that uterine lining to shed. And it starts all over again at the end of every month. So stay tuned for our menstrual cycle. Our previous video, we talked about spotting, but we're gonna talk about heavy cycles, we're gonna talk about light cycles, we're gonna talk about anovulatory cycles. So stay tuned, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.